on that, there was, I don't know if you remember this, but Chris was telling me this the other day where Kendrick had a concert and he invited some girls up on stage, like two white girls, and to sing the song with him. And in the song, he uses the N word. But then when they were singing, and they also use the N word, and he got really offended in the middle of the whole thing. He like stopped, yeah. And to me, to go forward from that, you shouldn't use it in your song. It doesn't matter if you're black. You should not use it. If you want it to be obsolete, you should not use it. And you cannot get mad at someone singing at your song. And like, or if you are, then you shouldn't be singing. You shouldn't be. I mean, and I love Kendrick. I mean, he's like top for me. But that's what I think about that. And I feel like there's no, yeah, like you're saying, no.
That's ridiculous.
Preventative. Yeah. Yeah.
Because at that point, I feel like that's when it's just a song. It could have been the word purple. Like, it doesn't matter.
But because that word is so sensitive, how are you going to get someone else to stop it when you still say it? Regardless of you're black or not. Like.
Yes. But I guess that's where I feel like people put too much meaning into words. And it's funny because the meaning that they're gathering from these words is a personal perspective of that word that isn't true to anyone else except themselves at that moment. Like that woman hearing ma'am. It's her meaning of ma'am that she's upset about, not the guy's meaning of ma'am, because he didn't mean it in an offensive way. But because she took it that way and that's her meaning of ma'am, now it's bad. Change your meaning of it. Like for Kendrick, like change your meaning of the word. Like it's in a song. Who cares? Like it's just so weird to me that people don't see it that way. I don't know.
I know. I feel like the whole sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me is totally out the window. So, okay. Yeah. So then on the same topic, it's like, is it an insult or is it criticism? So with everything, with bullying, social media, all of that I feel like we just ignore that. We just go straight to insult.
Yeah.
Like it's always an insult. And it's like,
yeah.
And I mean, maybe now I feel like it is just because people are just so open.
Yeah.
But maybe if you wouldn't have taken everything as an insult, I don't know.
I mean, I do think in that respect, you know, when I guess I think of in-person social encounters where I'm with my friends or even in high school, I guess, just because that's like another time you're with different types of groups where you might change what you say or how you express yourself depending on the group you're talking to. Like you might mute a little bit of your thoughts on one subject because you know other people are passionate about it and you don't want to trigger them or seem offensive. Or you might like, you know, talk about one topic with certain friends that you all agree on and then change it depending on the person. And that's just out of respect. That's not being fake or whatever. Like it's just out of respect for the people you're talking to. But I feel like now people can just share anything at any time to whoever might read it, whether they agree or disagree or not. And there's a lack of consideration that comes with that because you're basically just saying like, if you don't like it, who cares? And if you like it, cool. Like, but I feel like I wish we could just kind of go back to like more meaning in what we say, where
like choosing our words
and choosing our words better, or like share an article. Don't share your opinion. Like, I don't know, just something different than just I'm upset, I'm on my phone, which could be any time of the day. And I'm just going to write this like quick 2-sentence thing. And that's all it could take to then just create this whole other issue.
A wave. It causes a wave. Yeah, I feel like bullying is definitely a thing. But I feel like a lot of it, you know, bullies are never going to go away, whether you're an adult or a kid, because maybe you can teach your kid to not be a bully, but if they're a bully, regardless, what can you really do about it, you know? And I don't have kids, so I don't know this, but I also can see the other end of like, if somebody's bullying you, you know, maybe parents used to teach their kids, well, you bully them back. And it's like, okay, well, if you don't want to teach that anymore, what are you teaching your kids? What is the correct way to deal with that that's not crying in their room? Or like, you should be teaching your kids how to deal with social media bullying, cyberbullying. Sorry, social media bullying. Like, teach your kids how to deal with that, because sometimes it's not in school, they're yelling at you anymore. Like, I just feel like there's no movement forward. And I feel like I feel like people should be targeting kids, meaning like parents teaching kids, because our generation, we're going to think like this till we're 80. And maybe maybe, and then also it's like you're trying to change how people think. That's not going to work. You can change my
Yeah.
actions. Maybe if this person does not like turkey, they're never going to like turkey. But instead of, maybe every time they see turkey, they just stab it with a knife. Maybe you can try to just get them to stop stabbing it with a knife.
Yeah.
But they're not going to like turkey.
Right.
And you telling them to like turkey is going to keep them stabbing it at it with a knife.
But I feel like too, I guess when I was growing up, I used to like being around people that had different opinions with each other because I liked seeing healthy debate. And like, it doesn't mean someone at the end of it would change their opinion or anything, but maybe someone presented a great argument and therefore they thought of it differently moving forward, or they became a little more balanced or open-minded. And I feel like if people express their opinion and their sensitivities like through social media, but they were like, oh, it's because I read this book and it triggered this, or because I read this article, whatever it is, but then maybe said like, hey, let's all have a discussion whatever night and talk about this and have a debate about it. Like, I feel like that's more healthy and productive and meaningful in terms of having an opinion, because you're at least opening yourself up to what other people might think or say, and you're being a little more understanding. I feel like right now it's just like there's no understanding. There's just like, my way's the right way and this is how I feel. Oh well. And everyone should agree. And to some extent that is what's happening. Like, a lot of people are on the same train with like trending topics